What up? What up? We are back. Silver screen breakdown on Money Train.
Yes, we are back. Hello, everybody.
All right. Nelson, what is
Hello
going
to you,
on?
Alex. Of course.
Long time no see.
I know, huh? Those acts, those intermissions between acts last a long
And I'll do this for Bogey. Last time on Silver Screen Breakdowns, we meet our cast and crew: Wesley Snipes, Woody Harrelson, Jennifer Lopez. They are all undercover officers in the New York. They're working the New York subway system. We know that Wesley and Woody, they're both trying to pursue J-Lo, but Wesley says that he's going to step aside for his brother Charlie, aka Woody. And
he tries, literally.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't. J-Lo, she has a type.
She's a magnet, huh?
Yeah, she has a type. I think this is probably a little bit before she did start dating P. Diddy. Real funny. I wonder what kind of escapades they were getting into now that we're hearing all this stuff about P. Diddy. But yeah, she definitely has a type, and Wesley is her type. She's not feeling Woody too much, even though Woody's being real sweet on her. He brought her a rose,
He's the nice guy. Nice guys for his last.
Yep.
I'm no nice guy, man. Don't disrespect me. I'm no nice guy. Fuck you up.
So we know there's beef between they're called the transit police, and it's they're pretty much the police officers for the Money Train. So in the beginning, we had drama between them. So they shoot the kid that they're running after, and then they get into a scuffle. They're talking shit about each other. One of the guys was like, "Oh, see, fucked it up again." And Woody's, "What? And then Wesley was like, "No, you're not gonna hit him." And grabs Woody's arm and he's like, "Why?" And he's like, "Because I'm gonna hit him." Bow. Yeah. Then fast forward to now where we are in the middle of the movie here, where they said they need extra security detail over the holidays. They ask how much they're going to be bringing in, and they say they're going to be bringing in like $3 to $4 million just that day. So there's a lot of people taking the subway in New York over these holidays, and they end up getting into another scuffle. Now, one of the things that was so funny to me, I don't know if you caught this, Nelson, during the blue on blue crime, the police on police fights. Every time they punched someone, it was like, like it was just a regular punch, but it was like the loudest sound effect on the punch. Did you catch any of those at all?
No, I remember they're going through the glass.
Yeah, it's super loud.
So you talking when it connects?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's like almost an exaggerated Batman.
I think I noticed that when they punched Blake, even he went back.
Yeah, all the punches in this movie, like if it's a fist,
your whole body back.
If it's a fist to face punch, it's like super loud.
Punches don't sound like that. They're more like a slap, like that.
Yeah, it's over. It's funny. It's hilarious. It's definitely. There's definitely a choice. That's for sure. And just like in the beginning of the movie, we get a real similar thing with Wesley and Woody again, where Woody's like, "Hey, you're not gonna hit him. You're not gonna hit him." And he's like, "Why is that?" And he's like, "Because I'm gonna hit him," and knocks him out. And it's funny when they turn the camera back on Wesley, he's like grabbing bags of money and throwing it at the other cops. Super funny. I don't know if you caught that part, but I was dying laughing when I saw that. I never noticed it before this rewatch. So ridiculous. And then we get another interaction with Chief Patterson. This is where we were talking about him acting like a scumbag with J-Lo. Officer Santiago, are they lucky to have you as a partner? Like, man, just being like such a dick. And he kicks her out of there. And then pretty much accuses Wesley and Woody of stealing $25,000 from the money train. As soon as he does, like Wesley looks at Woody, like just like turns over, like, man, what the fuck did you do? And Woody's like, well, why ask us? So he's playing it real coy. He did not steal the money. Throughout this interaction, someone else comes in. They say, who stole the money and all that? Lets him go. And Woody is so pissed. He was like, man, how dare that son of a bitch accuse me or accuse us of like stealing the money? And he was like, you know what? I thought you stole the money. He's like, you know what? We're your family. You have the right to accuse me.
That part was good. That's funny.
Yeah, I like their chemistry. They're really good. They play off each other really well. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And that kind of chemistry doesn't come around too often, right? Like, what do you have to say about just their chemistry in this movie?
I found that you really feel for Woody's character, and then and you tell that Snipes' character actually feels for him too, although he's kind of hard on him.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell he still cares about him.
Yeah.
But finally, they have a good balance of being harsh, but being especially with Snipes' character, but being, you can tell he's a lovable guy towards Woody. And I didn't know how long they were actually brothers for, till later on in the movie. He said that, since you were in the group home since you were like 6 years old or something. I don't know. He mentioned something like that.
Yeah.
I didn't know they had that much of a history, but that came later on, at like 2/3 of the way in, I think.
Yeah. But then that's why you kind of realize Wesley's he's had it up to here with Woody and his shenanigans throughout their life.
Yeah. Reached the boiling point.
Yeah.
Blew a pop.
We get a lot of walk and talk scenes. Did you notice that? In this one, we get a lot of walk and talk through like New York. Or well, I mean, like you said, maybe that maybe the what's it called? Maybe when they were in the neighborhood, maybe that was on a studio. I just assumed that it was a neighborhood in New York.
I think most of it is in the neighborhood. Is in the neighborhoods.
Okay.
But that one particular shot, we had a wide shot like that.
Yeah,
that could have been on the studio lot.
Okay.
It looked a little rinky dink, but kind of like it was staged.
Yeah.
That. But when especially the close-ups and all the other shots, I didn't think that. It seemed like they were in New York.
Yeah. Do they do a lot of the walk and talks, you think, just to show off the city, to make sure that people know it's authentic to New York?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and so right after that, so they it's crazy because Woody, he's ready to, he's ready to just make some shit happen, like he owes $15,000 or whatever, like no idea like how he's gonna get that on their shitty, just New York police officer salary back in 1995 or whatever. And he's like taking mental notes of like what's going on, with everything. And so even after they walk up, after getting out of Patterson's office, and they walk up and they're doing the walk and talk along, I'm not even sure where that is, but you see a big body of water there, and it's like, yeah, look, the there's one of the like the ladders or whatever, that we saw. And yeah, like he's putting all these mental notes like together. Then they go to the bar, and like Woody's kind of like laying out the whole plan of like how they could do this. And like Wesley's not telling him no. He's listening to his whole plan. Like, what do you think about how they played that whole part out when they're at the bar? Do you remember that part when he's giving them the whole plan? Wesley's not telling him no. He's just entertaining the idea of this.
Oh yeah, when they're sitting down there. Yeah, well, because he says, passively says, "Oh, we can't do that, can we?"
Yeah,
kind of like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. Like, we're cops, we're not nuns.
Yeah. Right? So yeah, I thought I remember I got up and walked to the kitchen, but I was listening to it. Yeah, it seemed like the plan was going to go through, but then nothing happened for a while after that scene, though.
Well, they were still they're still cops at this point. And so that's why Wesley's shutting it down, like, no, we're not doing this. And like, like, nope, no more talk of this. Nope. But Woody is like, they could do this. Like the inside information that they know about this, they could do this. That's what's wild.
Not enough to figure that out. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, and yeah, being in seeing the interior of the money train and then knowing the fucking the stops and all that, they got inside intel that not too many people have. And we got Leonardo DiCaprio in the house.
It's Lee Bogardo DiCaprio.
Look at both bogeys in the house.
Hey, how you doing? I just came off the set of the set of The Wolf of Wall Street Part 2. We're back on coke in this one.
Lee Bogardo
DiCaprio. Should I put two E's?
Lee
like Leonardo DiCaprio, Lee Bogardo. You know what I'm saying?
So we're at the part right now.
Oh yeah, and I'm black and I'm proud.
Woody can't be the only one.
What do you mean, Bogey?
No, because that's a Woody Harrelson quote in the movie.
Oh, there's a lot of good quotes.
I mean,
my body's
I was hella trying. I was hoping I was on during that one scene. That's the part right there. But he's like, because I just love the logic. Like, no. I didn't say you're a fuck up. I just say you fuck up. You know what I mean?
There is a difference.
There's a big difference. One's name calling, one's
I be telling hella motherfuckers that listen, you just be fucking.
One's a verb, man. I like to keep it, more of an action. It's more accurate anyway. You're not even name calling like that.
So what do you think, Bogey?
It's a crazy time to live in New York City, though, right? You got all the stick-up kids. You know what I mean? You can't be a drunk hobo for one, or just a drunk like a booze hound. They'll rob you. You know what I mean? You can't be you can't just be just arguing in the middle of public. Some fools might come up and stick
in the middle of the night.
Middle of the night, right? Then there's just some random. It's like New York City is always going to come up with some crazy criminals, right? You have this guy just running around. He's just a pyromaniac. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, that guy's insane.
Yeah, it's kind of random, but I liked it. Okay, what were you gonna say? My bad.
I was gonna say, what do you think about their so the movie that we saw before this with them in it is White Men Can't Jump? What do you think about their chemistry in this one compared to that one? And what do you think of the dynamic of their brotherhood so far?
I mean, there's a lot of parallels. You can tell in the 90s they're like, all right. So we got Woody and we got Wesley. We need another Latina, right?
Yeah,
because they had what's her name,
Rosie.
Yeah, Rosie in the first movie they did, right? But then, I like the dynamic.
Rosie, yeah,
you could tell they had chemistry. You know what I'm saying? I mean, obviously, you know what I'm saying. They're playing brothers in this one, and it's an interesting. It's like you hear about the white family adopting the black kid. You know what I mean? You never hear the inverse of that. And I thought the dynamic was interesting because, he is in the shadow of his black brother. You know what I mean?
I mean, that the way that I took that whole scene where Woody was talking shit, your ceiling is always my floor, and you're always
to move out, motherfucker. You came into my house.
He was blaming Wesley for having white privilege and him not having it. That's what it sounded like to me.
See what Woody fails to realize is that when this black family adopted him, they're like, they're just letting him have it, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're like, for 400 years, your people. You imagine that, right? Who's that little white boy? Oh, he's ours. You know what I mean?
I saw that on Google just the other day, though. Some black family adopted a white kid. I didn't read the article, though. 2 days ago.
I mean, shit, Sandra Bullock and all kind of other white celebrity women, they was adopting black babies like it was the thing to do like 10 years ago. Remember that?
Yeah, like going to Africa.
Angelina Jolie, she got all kind of kids. There's Cambodian kids, she got black kids, she might only really have about like 2 kids that are actually like biologically hers, you know what I mean?
Who?
And they're not even the oldest ones. I think it's like the one she had with
Oh yeah, I think you're right, 2 are biological.
But they got like between her and Brad Pitt when they were together, didn't they have like 5 or 6 of them motherfuckers? Like
something like that.
And then now they're like, I wonder how it works now that they're split, right? It's like, well, I'm still your adopted dad, but I'm leaving your adopted mother. You know what I mean? Like
each of them took half the kids. Just had to separate them. That was probably it.
They have 5 kids, right? Noble. Speaking of kids. Look at them kids.
Just being sneaky.
Yeah,
and
I was watching earlier. I was like, oh shit, I thought I was tripping. He was in there, he was just chilling in the back, peeping the
What do you think it was, Bogey?
No, I mean, once I did a double take, that was in the car. So I did a double take. Oh, that's Noble. Am I seeing apparitions? I'm like, anytime I think I see something in the corner of my eye, the first thing I think of is an apparition. I ain't gonna lie.
No, you're a shadow person. Ooh.
I mean,
the shadow people.
So I want to know what Nelson thinks about this this part here, because now we get into relationship, pre-relationship, like quarrels and things like that, where like they're sitting down at the table and they're talking about the potential heist. Wesley tells them, hell no, shut up, we're not talking about this anymore. Goes to take a piss, but then he sees J-Lo outside, so he goes outside. They start dancing or whatever. And he doesn't want to dance when a slow song comes on. He's like, oh, she's going to leave me hanging? Just left her with blue balls over there. And so they had to dance. And then he pretty much said
he didn't want to dance. He didn't want to get teased.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think he's trying to.
The slow dance was the shit. That's what introduced me to dancing like with girls.
He told
like shit, I didn't want to look stupid trying to fast dance and shit. Like when I was a kid, the little school dances. Then when that slow song come on, you go up to that one, and you're like, hey, dance with me real quick. And he's
he told Woody that he wasn't gonna see all that. I think it was him he told Woody that he was gonna back off. He was gonna let him free and clear. And Wesley comes back in, and then he sees Woody come up to her with 2 big ass margaritas. And then he takes off. And then it cuts to the next morning, and Woody's been hanging out with her pretty much all night.
Just talking.
Yeah, because he even asked, you kiss her? It's like a gentleman never tells.
What a fucking dickhead, though, because a gentleman also doesn't lead anyone else to lead them to believe that something was accomplished and not.
Exactly.
Well, yeah.
You never lie on the dick, bro. That's bad pussy karma. It's bad pussy karma. Don't never lie on your own dick.
If it happened, I feel like he would have said it. I feel like him playing it coy is because
if he smelled her hair, he would have been like, dude, her hair. You know what I mean? Like, he was come on. He trying to one up Big Bro.
So funny. Yeah, just
like she gonna go for him and not the dude with the 6-pack and the muscles.
Look, the dad bods are in, man. The dad bods are in.
Yeah, I mean, dad bod, no kids. It's kind of weird, man. You know what I mean? I'm really working on my dad bod. Like, bro, you don't have no kids, though. Woody's like, well, not that I know of. You know what I mean?
And then next scene we get after that short little scene when Woody, just seems like he's definitely bragging. I was gonna say seems like he's bragging, but he's definitely bragging. He's like jumping up and down on his bed and shit, and like, I've been out with Grace all night long. And then we see Wesley burning off some steam in the gym, hitting the punching bag. And then J-Lo comes in there. Oh man, he knows he's in trouble now because she takes off her long sleeve shirt and she's got like sports like top on, tank top, and
looking all spicy.
Yeah,
she's sexy in this.
Said, you want to go a couple rounds? He wants to go more than a few rounds, that's for sure.
Well, you can catch me out of town with this out of town freak. We scheduled for 12 rounds. She's down in round 3.
I think Bogey, Watching this part, I was like, man, this was probably Bogey's part when they were just like touching gloves, and then she punches him in the face.
I was like, ooh, that's my girl right there. I like it, bro. Hit me again, baby. Hit me right in the nose, make my eyes water.
So yeah, they go back and forth, and with their damn lovey-dovey talk, and then the funny part is when she's like, "Yeah, I heard Charlie's kind of a fuck up," and fuck up, bow, Cole clocks her.
Because that's like, what's crazy is because it's probably something that like it's. I mean, obviously that's a sensitive subject. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because it probably goes back. It's psychological too. He's like, well, my white family didn't want me, and because I'm a fuck up. You know what I mean? Like probably always, you know what I mean? So like he's gonna take that real sense of it, and him being the overbearing big brother, probably, but he didn't like that shit. Knocked the bitch out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's like his knee-jerk reaction for sure. And then she gets up, and they have their heartfelt moment. There's Nelson.
She probably liked it. She probably liked that a lot when he cold clocked her.
What part you want to talk about?
We're talking about the boxing scene right now. You remember that scene?
Yeah, I remember that scene.
What did you think of that scene?
It's so cliche. I almost knew the whole script before I even saw it. So yeah, Charlie. It's about Charlie. No, it's about you, and it's about me. I can tell you like me. It was so easy. Like, how did she just end up liking him so easily? I was like,
what it is he
come on. I wouldn't get it that easy.
He felt it already, man. You know what I mean? You ever remember when like, man, I got this one. You know what I'm saying? Like he's like, watch this, bam, knocks her out too. See, look at that, she's still here.
Yeah, you expect that part when he cold clocked her?
Yeah, that was pretty rare. You don't see that anymore. The days of old, man.
You can't do that. You can't do that now.
You know what's crazy? There'll be a crazy like band of sensitive men online that would complain if there was a movie where a woman was beating a dude up these days. You know what I mean? there will be that.
Yeah.
They'll be like, it is unequivocally unfair. Men cannot hit women, so women cannot hit men. Like there'll be that group of crazy assholes like that. Bro, it's a movie.
True.
I mean, hey, nobody said nothing about enough, huh? Remember enough?
Yeah.
You know what?
J-Lo was like, fuck that. I'm whooping his ass this time.
Well, it's because they kept throwing all the scenes in there, like as she was.
She was beating him. She was getting beat.
Yeah.
But Bogey, you know what I saw a commercial last week. Some cartoon. Just they're by the campfire, a family, and the father's sitting there with the kid, and then the mother is just finished chopping the wood. I was like, come on. Mother chopping the wood. Smiling like a beta male. I mean, it's not that fathers can take care of kids like that, sure, but this made him look weak.
The woman was out there.
This is the progressive family.
I mean, I saw a Mexican Coca-Cola commercial, right? They showed this in Mexico, right? It was two kids, a boy and a girl, a brother and sister, and they're looking outside. The pool guy is there cleaning the pool, and he takes his shirt off, and then the two kids are fighting over who's gonna bring him the Coke. And I'm like, oh, that's what they're doing now. Yeah, because they both liked him. You know what I mean?
Whoa, you lost me. You lost me.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't have to explain.
I think I heard.
Let's get back.
Let's get back. I mean, Boogie, we're gonna go off.
So we get done with their boxing scene, and I think Wesley already knows that he's about to. They're about to get it on. Like it's about to happen because he already feels bad. And he goes in the next scene when he sees Charlie at the precinct or whatever. Charlie looks like he's about to get off the shift, and Wesley comes up, gives him the money to give to Mr. Brown, the 15 G's.
Damn,
he's about to. That's how guilty Wesley was feeling about getting ready to.
It's extra grace, didn't you?
Well, he did it before. Like that was at least the honorable thing. He did the good deed before. And but he knew it was about to happen, and gives him the money. And fuck, man, Charlie can't catch a break. Gets pickpocketed by some old lady with a cane and shit. And like right after he gets,
I didn't see him move a hand at all.
Yeah, I didn't see the sleight of hand either. Right, but I mean, I guess the goofiest.
I mean,
part,
she's old, man. She's been doing it for years, man. She's so good.
She's super old. Nobody suspected her, not even Charlie, because he's looking around for like people like this, and then he catches someone who robs someone right in front of him, and he's like giving him the old lecture. Oh, don't be embarrassed. He was like, just remember, you got to keep the important things like just close to your heart. And he's like, what the hell?
Yeah,
and gone.
But how did that old lady get it in there? How did she get it in?
Well, she when she fell, it was when the train kind of shook. She had her cane and she totally bumped into him. You know, like I mean, that's really all that he had to. All they had to
first
do.
time my brother-in-law,
What an asshole!
When we were going to run around New York, this is like my first time like running around New York for real. Like, because before that I was just like stationed in one place, you know what I mean? But now I'm riding the subway, doing all kind of shit. And before we jumped on the subway, the first time he goes, just stay next to me, you know, because it was hella crowded, and then like you know, you never hear a shortage of back then. Like this was like 2011, I think, or 10. You never hear a shortage of people getting pickpocketed, but it's still a thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, is it that bad? That rampant over there? People getting pickpocketed?
Shit, he's from New York, so you know what I mean? He was just like wording me up. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody took nothing from me. I mean, shit. But I'm pretty sure like you got to look like a mark too, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or you gotta, you know what I mean? They gotta know that you got something or suspect it. I don't know. You know what I mean? I would assume. And you also hear about a lot of people getting stuck up at the stations themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah, my friend got stuck at one.
Mm-hmm.
In Jersey.
Shit, I don't doubt it.
She was scared. You know, in a bad neighborhood. Oh, took the wrong train. You don't want to take the wrong train.
Oh shit! I just realized they slapped the shit out of April O'Neil in the 90s. In the 90s movie in Ninja Turtles. The Foot Clan slapped the shit out of her.
Yeah. Can't do that kind of stuff anymore.
No. Miss the 90s.
So as Woody is about to go pay, he's going to go meet and not pay off his debt. And why even go at that point? Like, I mean, maybe it was the deadline.
Made the phone call.
Yeah, probably right.
And then it's gonna. This was funny. Oh, the dog ate my homework, or this what happened, and it doesn't matter what you say. Even if it's the truth right there, you just, you know what I mean. It's gonna seem like a lie. You know what I mean?
Yep. Got his ass whooped, and then comes home, and it's like it's going back and forth in between locations. It's going back and forth between Wesley and J-Lo getting it on, and Woody getting his ass whooped. And then he comes home and he discovers them in bed together.
Yeah, they it's funny because when I was watching like little like tidbits about the movie, J-Lo, it was her first like sex scene or whatever. So like, and I guess one of her friends that's an actor said, "Oh, you just gotta ask for a love pillow." I guess it's like just something that they'll put like between, so you're not so much skin to skin. And then so she went to like wardrobe, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we got one of those." And then so, but because she said it was extremely awkward. I mean, then when you watch the scene, it does kind of seem awkward. And then but like apparently on set, Woody, he kept hyping it up. "Oh, you ready for that? You ready for the love scene?" And he's like, "I'm not working that day, but I'm looking forward to it." You know what I mean? And they said while they're shooting this scene, right, you just hear someone yelling from the outside, right? And then, you know, in real time, they go to just look out the window. It's Woody. He's off. He's the first guy that would dart off the set, they said, right? As soon as it's a wrap for the day, he's gone, right? But here he is on the day he's not shooting. He's there riding rollerblades. He's outside. "Hey!" He yelled out the window, and they wouldn't let him on the set. They're like, "No, you're not in this scene." I want to watch though.
When I was searching for the movie on like today, it said somewhere that J-Lo had trouble. It was hard to do those love scenes with Snipes.
Yeah. That's you might have saw or read the same shit I saw.
Yeah, I read it, so I had to watch the movie, so I didn't. get into it. But I was like,
and that
okay.
the
I thought it
pillow.
was like another Me Too coming up.
Yeah,
or
but
what?
I was gonna ask you, like, so have you ever heard of those, like love pillows? I guess they, you know, what I mean, I know sometimes they'll wear the sock on their schlong, you know what I mean? But like, and then I guess it's only effective, obviously, if you're using like when there's scenes that you can't see it, you know what I mean? But
yeah, no, I've never.
That's what they had
The love
between them. It was
pillows.
like a love pillow.
It's the sheets that is the love pillow an actual sheet?
You know, you said it was like a pillow, like a body pillow. You just put it between you and the other person, and then like,
then you're under the covers.
Yeah.
Oh no, never heard of that, but it makes sense that they would do that, I guess.
Right.
But I've kind of heard that, a lot of them, it's like they mess around for real.
Yeah. I've heard that too. But yeah, apparently she wasn't comfortable.
One film I know, because I know this woman that was in this one film. I'm not gonna say which one it was.
Like they really get in the characters. Like, listen, I'm not blowing me down.
It is real.
We want our movies to look real.
You know what I mean?
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Wesley's like, all right, I'll have sex with her. Fine.
Well,
really pulling my chain here.
I know they use the love pillows when they do those Christmas holiday shows.
Okay.
I'm joking. They don't.
I ain't seen that.
You're like, yeah, go with it. No, there's like, yeah, when they did.
That's what they use for stuff to Santa told me.
After school special. ABC after school special, they use the love pillow.
Those Santas could be freaks for all we know.
Yeah, see what the elves will use love pillows.
The elves are all
Santa's
elves.
elves.
They're all his children, bro.
Have you seen this one? Do you know what a furry is?
Yeah, that's like, isn't that like the fetish, the animal fetish ones? They wear like the furry suits and then they get busy.
Yeah. Right, Alex. You know what it is? The furry is like a fetish. They have to have sex with.
I'm just not feeding into going off furries.
Okay, Bog just leaves me hanging. I'm talking about furries. Bogey's got to be in the frame.
Yeah.
Come on, man, get back.
He'll be back.
Oh, he takes off.
He'll be back, I'm sure. And so now, after Wesley and Woody, or Woody discovers Wesley and J-Lo, he's off. He's out of there. He's like, "You guys thought you were fooling me," and
I knew all along.
Yeah, sure you did. And so then
that's what he says too.
Yeah, exactly. Cuts to the next day when they're when they're working, and now they got J-Lo set up in the cashier's booth, hoping that they can get the the pyro guy to come out. And it's crazy. The pyro guy, it's like he sees the cops like all around and shit. And so to create a diversion, he ends up just pushing a guy out in front of one of the subway cars, and that makes Wesley and the whole crew, like everybody except Woody, makes him take off over there. And Woody stays watching J-Lo. Right. Then you see the pyro guy, and Woody starts shooting. They start chasing, and man, it's just crazy,
Yeah. That's right. The horse takes off because he shoots the gun.
Yep.
The kid and the mothers, they're about to.
They're about to get ran over, about to be trampled on or whatever.
Yeah. He saves the day.
I mean,
yeah. Well, I know, right? It's like we created the chaos, but then you saved him from the chaos at the same time.
That's just like the American way, right? America creates our own conflicts on the low, and then we come through like heroes.
Especially in any kind of cop show or cop movie, if there's a chase ensuing, it's like there's going to be some craziness because there just always is. It makes for a better, just shit talking by whoever the captain is later.
I remember distinctly what I was doing when I was watching this part. I remember I was changing the diaper. How the fuck did they end up back in the subway? Because then all of a sudden he's like fighting dude in the subway and he lights his ass up, and I'm like, oh shit! And then he gets ran over by the train.
There's subway entrances all over the place, so they ran from one.
I was like, yo, were they just outside? And all of a sudden they're back inside. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
running.
It was that guy thinking that he could get away. He ran up first, and then you finally see his trench coat is open, and you can see he has the two huge bottles of whatever the fuck that
bottles of propane
is. Yeah, whatever.
Warriors
kind of fuel or something.
But yeah, this guy. So and he ends up running back down, and then on to the subway, you know, in front of the cars and shit. And Wesley's on them. You can't outrun Wesley. He's on it the whole time.
Wesley Pipes.
Yeah. He was running like he was from that IRS.
And of course, you know, they have like the random lines. You know what happens when you mess with fire? After he sprays all of it, you get burned. And then he hits him with the spark.
Lights his ass
out. I mean, that was the way that guy had to go out. Like you already see, like his hands already look like they're hella burnt up, like from previous things. Who knows? But
I mean, you know, he's that guy in Backdraft that they never got, bro.
Yeah. Oh man, but yeah, what a way to go! Just fully engulfed in the flames, and he thinks he has the one up because he smacks him with the pipe, and then the gun flies, and then Wesley kicks him or whatever, and then the pyro gets the fucking his gun, but yeah, Wesley hit the steel on steel. Who knows if that would actually work? I'm curious if that would work. Ripley's Believe It or Not already said
on the
that
steel.
Yeah. So Ripley, yeah, and see, and would it spark? You know,
well,
just by that.
Think about this. I mean, like if you hit like okay, they have those things you could put them on the bumpers. It's like it's a little granite shit or something. I forget what the coating is, and then like you put it on the bottom of the Lolos, so when they hit the thing, it hits the sparks.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, but that's just street, right? And then there's like a flint. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Very interesting.
It's a movie, though. You know what I mean? It's Woody Harrelson. You know what I mean?
Enjoy my coverage.
We'll let him get away with it.
Peppermint cocoa.
Woody looks like a guy who knows how to start a fire.
For sure. For sure. And
not with J-Lo, though.
So after it cuts away, cuts back to like Woody, and he's just sitting on the ground. Like, I don't know why he's so down necessarily. I mean, they caught the guy. I mean, I think he's still just down in the dumps about Wesley fucking J-Lo is what it is. And then the captain dude comes up to him, and what's he say? He's like, I can get you out of this, kid. Or I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get you out of this, kid. But like if you ask, you know, I'll try.
You want to hear me say it, don't you?
Do you want to hear the words? Yeah.
And you know what's funny? That guy has the lines, bro. Fuck with my train and we're gonna tangle ass. Like
Mr. Blake, yeah.
Take a bite out of me, you'll be licking your asshole for a month to get rid of the taste.
He's gonna fuck you dead. What? I'm gonna fuck you dead. Does that mean
I'm gonna fuck you dead? You're a wreck waiting to happen, and I'll be there. I'll be there to fuck you dead.
They even asked, like, you think he's gonna wait? Like he wants, like after we're dead, that's when he wants to fuck us.
Maybe it's necrophiliac or something. Is that what they call it?
Yeah,
necrophiliac. You know what they call it, Bogard. Don't play.
I just wanted to make sure I said it correctly for the people.
You know, man.
I know all kind of things.
You the furries. I was telling you about the furries. So there's a commercial I saw a couple days ago. This kid's just like playing with I don't know if it was an iPhone or some device, and she's in the woods just by herself. All of a sudden, there's this big animal thing. You've seen that commercial?
No, I haven't.
It's just someone dressed in a weird looking animal furry thing, and it just doesn't speak, but it's there like a giant thing, like a big bunny. But it's not a bunny, it's like a weird looking thing. And she's just talking to it like it's normal. Oh, hey, you can help me. Blah 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 blah.
Weird.
I go, that's a furry.
I got a furry story real quick. So I had a studio at an airport before. It's called the Hillview Airport. And
what?
The Hillview Airport. It's like it's one of those private airports. It's federal, but like they got the single and double Cessna engine planes, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they got Cessnas and stuff.
Yeah. And so that's where I had my studio at for a couple of years. And it's like a bunch of hangars and whatnot. And like, so there's one night we're just on our little porch thing because that's where we would smoke. And it's the literal like landing strip is, and where they take off. It's just right there outside of my studio. So it was awesome, like there. But anyways, so in the distance, my boy's like, "You see that shit?" And it's just these lights, like flying and shit in the air. And I was like, that looks like some glow sticks. You know what I mean? So we just started walking. Yeah, so we're just walking towards it, and it's a hangar. And then, like, you know, when we get closer to, is a bunch of probably like at the time, I'm in my early 20s at the time, and these motherfuckers are probably like 40s to mid 40s. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
All white folks, and they're all dressed in like different getups, like furry getups. And it was somebody with glow sticks outside. They're all on Molly and shit. You know what I mean? On ecstasy. Yeah. And they're just throwing a furry party in this hangar. And they invited us in, bro. And they're like, oh shit, what y'all doing over here? I'm like, oh shit, this is crazy. And then we was up in that thing, and it was wild, bro. Like they was getting down, and then we found some dude, you know what I'm saying? Or at least my boy found a dude. He comes back, he's like, hey, I got some ecstasy from them. I'm like, oh word. And you know what I mean? We partied with them, and it was just like a regular party. And of course, they all probably went on to fuck after that, but yeah, it was wild.
They're all dressed up in those suits,
I was like,
right?
This is different. You know what I mean?
Those costumes.
Yeah. And then, you know, they're looking at us like, they're like, you know, everyone's looking at us.
Yeah, you guys are weird.
Yeah, because like, you know, we're all the ones nodding to get up and shit.
Yeah, I wonder what that is, like how they came up with that thing. Like,
I don't know. And
I do get like if you want to put like a mask on someone, you have sex with them or something, right? It could be kinky. But maybe that's just like in a whole that's just like 3.0
you know what
or
I
something.
saw a lot of? They're just chilling, like there's like couches and shit. You know what I mean? And like everyone's on ecstasy. I'm assuming, right? Because I mean, the ones we were talking to were, and then like I'm just looking around, there's people on couches just kind of groping on each other, like petting each other and shit.
And they're in suits, right?
Yeah, they're like full on, like a motherfucker's a squirrel, and there's this other motherfucker, he's a goddamn raccoon, and there's a motherfucking cat, dogs. And they're wearing the whole thing that to get them. And some people had face paint too, like to put whiskers and shit, and like, and they're just like
it turns them on, right?
What up, Peacock?
Whatever floats your boat. You know what I mean?
All right, you guys get it all out of your system. You know.
Thank you, Hustler.
Hey man, I'm living life, and I know the stories that need to be told. All right.
Oh man! All right.
This is understanding. That's great. All right, moving on.
So right where we were, back to Money Train. And so, yeah, after we get the bullshit, you know, interaction between Woody and Patterson, that's when Wesley comes up. Pretty much a whole bunch of shit talking happens, and they both get fired. Dude spits in his face. Patterson spits in Wesley's face. That's not going down anymore. A lot of things in this movie wouldn't happen in a 2023.
A white man spit in his face, and then you get the classic line again, like, "Oh, you gonna hit him? No, I'm not gonna hit him. No, I'm not gonna hit him. No, you're not gonna. You know what? We both hit him."
Well, that's in the end. That's in the end.
Okay, we're not there
yet. And Darren said, "I love this movie. It's a classic movie."
Oh yeah, my bad. We're at the part where he's firing Woody.
Yeah, well, both of them.
Both
of them got fired. And
cold.
Now Woody's just ready to go through. He's ready to go through with this plan now. Like, I mean, now he just needed a reason to do it, and he wanted his brother to like come in with him on this because, you know, he's kind of a fuck up and he fucks up a lot. And Wesley seems pretty smart and like he's got his shit together. The main reason why he would not do this with him. And so Woody's at the bar, goes into the bathroom.
He doesn't know that he didn't pay him the money yet, pay off his thing yet, huh?
No, he said it. He said that he got robbed. Yeah, it was after he got after he walked in on him and and like after he takes off,
he got robbed. He walks in, he's fucking his bitch.
Yeah, man, he's getting his 6 ways from Sunday, man. Like Charlie can't win for losing. And so then when he's at the bar, he goes into the bathroom, and then Mr. Brown and all of his goons come in there, and Woody's like, you know what, like you'd be doing me a favor if you killed me right now. And he's like, you know what, I hate hearing stuff like that, Charlie, because then we know this doesn't have an effect on you. He was like, normally what we do is we'd look to a family member, a child, a wife, a brother. It's that just tug of the heartstring. You son of a bitch. Gets his ass kicked even more. He knows what he's got to do. He's got to rob the money train, man. He's got to fucking do it. Like there's no other way to get out of this. And like when he goes back to,
you ever realize they didn't talk not a lick about our money train for like a good portion of this movie until when he finally brought it up in the diner?
Not really. I mean, This is we've only gone a couple scenes. I mean, maybe it's because your furry scene, because your furry story took so long. Seems like
it was like 1 minute long,
because this whole movie is based around the money train. We've only had a couple scenes where we haven't had the money train. Because right after the incident,
I guess you're right, because we're only like 45 minutes into the movie at this point.
Yeah. Well, that's what's crazy is like for me, Act 3 is the entire heist, but that's like almost half the movie, right? Like that's what's kind of crazy like about it. Yeah, because let me see the entire movie, it's an hour and 50 minutes. Yeah, and I think it starts at like I'm 1:15 in right now, and he doesn't know yet about the money train thing. It's got to be coming here real soon.
1:50.
But Charlie's making his rounds. Like you see, like after he gets fired, he's already thinking about it. He comes home, like as he walks in, he kicks the little toy money train, and then he sees it on the ground as he like drinks some of his liquor. And then you see him kind of scouting the times and shit like that. It's like real quick. And then it cuts back to Wesley. The bartender comes over. And he was like, Charlie's in bad. They came to visit him. They beat him up real bad because he didn't go visit him after that. After he caught him fucking, he hasn't been back over there. But Wesley goes and pays him a visit. That's what's wild is like no matter what, he's still got his back. He already paid him the 15.
Yeah, now he done lost him 15 G's. he got a little incentive himself. Like, all right, let's just go. You know what? Let's ride this fucking train, bro. Get you out of this shit. I could use a vacation.
Fuck no, he was not about it like at all. He didn't come with any money, but he came and fucked up everybody. And he told them, he's like, anything happens to my brother, fuck you up, and then kicks him like through the glass window.
He beat shit out of those motherfuckers.
Yeah, beat everybody. And he's just talking shit like the whole time. Bring him over here, I'll kick his ass myself. But then everyone does get their ass kicked. Then he does come over there. He doesn't do shit to him. He's got a knife in his hand and shit. He's talking big and bad, but he doesn't do anything to him. And this is classic, just like I'm the hero in the movie. I'm gonna kick everybody's ass. Because Wesley was doing like some crazy moves on people.
Finally, right?
I mean, Wesley, he was like, listen, bro, that's part of his repertoire, bro, is that he's one of the baddest motherfucking martial arts black dudes in Hollywood at that time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
True.
I mean, it was like him and like, what's the other dude? Michael something?
Seagal? Steven Seagal?
No, Michael
J. White.
Yeah, Michael J. White. There you go. That motherfucker was a bad motherfucker, huh?
Yeah, he's badass.
Hell yeah, Bruce Leroy.
Yeah.
Got that glow. That's my joint right there, the glow.
Wesley was on it though. Just this whole scene, like you could see him, doing the blocks and everything, hitting them with the up and under, and just the combos, 2-piece and a biscuit. Like he was training hard for this one, and it showed off. Like this was the scene where it was all about Wesley versus like 10 guys.
It all came together. It came together, Bogey.
Took them all out. And Woody's still doing his recognizance work here. And then you see him, everything's about to start. It's New Year's Eve. You see him, he's got the bolt cutters and shit. He goes and he opens a certain latch. His getaway plan, and then now he's going down under. Wesley feels real good about himself right now because he bought Woody more time. Because it's like, it's fucking, he had to have it by January 1st, or he said he was gonna die. And so now he feels good about himself, thinking that he's bought him more time. Comes into the bar and gets the present from Charlie. And it's the money train. And now Wesley's losing his shit.
Damn it.
What'd you think about that, Nelson? It had to be a roller coaster ride for Wesley at this point, right?
Yeah. I thought he was gonna like give up on him. But you know what? It's funny because these movies, I tell you, like it was kind of predictable how it's gonna like the outcome, but you don't know how they're gonna get there though.
Right.
So I'm tuning in to say, okay, how are they going to write it to the outcome? Because I know the outcome. I know that they're going to have, be kumbaya brothers in the end. But how is it going to happen? I don't know, man. It was up and down. Yeah, roller coaster. He stole his girlfriend.
Yeah, right out from under him. Right out from under him. And this is a good part. This is a good part to leave off for Act 2, even though it is a huge portion of the movie coming up now. But the whole heist right at the end, and it's crazy because J-Lo doesn't like Charlie, right, as like a romantic type, but she's the one who talks Wesley in because Wesley's like, "Fuck that! I've already done enough for this guy," and she's the one. Charlie is going down, and you're the only family he's got.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
That one hit hard. It hit hard for him. He couldn't give up on him.
And he's like,
baby, you know he be fucking up, right?
I saw that line coming.
You see what I'm saying now?
That line coming,
you see what I'm saying now, baby? It's just not what you would say fucking up. Now I gotta go. You're trying to rob a money train, goddammit.
Because it had to come from like a place of reason, right? Like he's not gonna be. Well, that's what I mean. Like she's the pussy's the face of reason.
Right? I don't know.
Like
but pussy is one of those things that make you do crazy things for no rhyme or reason.
Yeah. Right? Yeah. That was just the final nail in the coffin of like he knows he needs to go get Charlie out of this because he's gonna fuck it up and he's either gonna die or he's gonna go to jail. Like there is no like other outcome for like Charlie. And that's where we're going to leave it off.
No, there's no way it's going to happen. They're going to get out of that somehow. I know they will. But let's see what happens in part 3. I wonder.
Oh, yeah. Go follow us on every podcast platform out there. Apple, Spotify, Amazon, Silver Screen Breakdowns. And follow us on YouTube and Twitch, Silver Screen Breakdowns. And Nelson, remind them where to find you.
Find me on YouTube, Nelson Times _, on Instagram. You see my my acting and my demo reel and other things. Just Google my name, you'll find me. I'll follow you back on Instagram.
Yes, and it is I, Lee Bogard DiCaprio. Check me out in The Wolf of Wall Street Part 2. And check out all the new music we're dropping. We're hitting 2024 real tough. Happy New Year, everybody.
If you're watching live, hang out with us. If you are listening to this on replay, make sure you download on Friday. That's when Act 3 drops. We will see you then. Peace out.
Silver screen, motion picture shit. This ain't a dream, we really lit this shit. Don't intervene, yo, we with this shit. That's where the most high, we the most lit.